Hey, what's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a half wig using a sewing machine. I really wanted something I could throw on and go that blends with my natural hair texture, whether I decide to wear it wet or give myself a big voluminous blowout. But something I could wear at times where I want to apply very minimal heat to my own hair. For instance, I only parted my hair from ear to ear, braided down the back of my head, straightened and loosely curled this wig, and my leave out is currently on week-old hair. But it still blends pretty well with the hair texture, wet or dry. The only reason I straightened this wig was so I could get layers cut into this hair. You'll see the original curl pattern of the wig in a bit. Anyway, the main thing I wanted to showcase is how to sew a wig using a sewing machine. So for starters, you want to measure your head. There are tons of tutorials online or even on Pinterest if you search how to measure your head for a wig. The biggest part is you want to get the pre-sectioned wig cap. This is super helpful to have if you are sewing a half wig for the very first time, or even if you don't have a dome head. Most people use the dome head to help you measure out the sections for where to place the hair and stitch the hair onto the wig cap, or if you want to style the wig without it being on your head. Since I plan on mainly wearing the wig wet and will rarely straighten it, for this tutorial, I will only be showing you how to stitch on to the pre-measured wig cap. I'll have links to the cap I use in this video linked below, and also in my Amazon storefront. You will also see the dome head kit I recommend if you are sewing a wig for the very first time. So here are the items included inside of the wig cap kit I ordered. 4 clips, an elastic band with detachable hooks, and what's really nice about this elastic band is it is fully adjustable, but depending on how you measure your head and the size cap you select, the wig should fit pretty snug and hold in place with just a few clips. For this wig, I used 3 bundles of 22-inch kinky curly hair. The first thing you want to do is thread the bobbin of your sewing machine. Depending on the type of machine you have, it should have numbers or instructions listed on the machine on how to thread the bobbin and the machine. Then after you thread the bobbin, move forward with threading the machine. Next, measure the hair the same length of the guidelines you will be stitching onto the wig cap. If you plan on doubling the hair, measure the hair, double it, and then cut it. It's easier to stitch the wefts together first, then stitch the hair directly onto the guidelines of the wig. You want to make sure you are stitching about 5/8 of an inch into the weft before sewing them together, then backstitch. Make sure you leave some room before sewing the tracks, otherwise you are likely to tangle and snag the thread. So instead of starting the stitch at the very tip of the weft, start slightly towards the center. Repeat this step and stitch along the guidelines until you reach the top of the wig. The main thing you will need for this tutorial is to get the wig cap that already comes with the stitch guidelines. They have tons of sizes to choose from, so even if you want to sew a wig with a closure, they have those wig caps with those guidelines as well. once you get to the top, you want to sew the wefts from front to back. This step is very important because you want to make sure the elastic band will still continue to stretch once you place it on your head. Stitching the wefts in the opposite direction will constrict the elastic from stretching. So that's the full breakdown on how I constructed this wig. I will have an extended version of this tutorial, which includes my braid down pattern beneath the wig, along with how I applied this wig for members of my YouTube community. I typically share other sewing, DIY, home decor, and other behind the scenes of the creative process here on my channel. So if you like this video and you're interested in seeing some of my other projects or insights, be sure to subscribe to my channel and consider joining my membership for exclusive and extended videos.